the bread, danced around with the bread, and then buried it under some leaves.
She's yawning. She's heard that anecdote too many times, I think. Look, we've just been joined by Alison. Alison, we need to move reasonably quickly, but have you had a chance to gaze at Bronwyn, and do you have a question for her? That's the dog.
No, Bronwyn's gorgeous. Does she get on with other dogs?
She does, but she likes people more than dogs, so she always goes up and says hello to the owners before she says hello to the dogs.
I'm a bit like that, let's be absolutely honest. So,
okay. Well, thank you for that. Thanks, Ruth. Thanks for introducing us to Bronwyn. We're going to move on. The judges have taken notes. They understand what's going on, and they are going to be able to score out of 5, Alison and Susmita, at the end. So we're going to move on. Patricia, we're coming to you for your Siberian Husky dogs. It's noted that you've not given a name of your pet or a photo, but we're not going to hold that against you. Hopefully they're here with us this evening in the arena. No, we're moving on. Good. That's a strikeout. Hey, lucky Bronwyn, that's 1 less to compete against. Contestant number 3. Meg, we're coming to you for Scout, who is a Sprocker Spaniel.
Going well.
Got the sound on.
Scout, you need to turn your mic on. You're on mute, Scout. Okay, we're moving on. Judges, we're moving on. Permission to move?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right. Craig and Skye cannot join us because...
No, I can. I'm here.
Oh,
Yay!
Skye's back from her walk.
Yes, she's back.
Okay, she walks really well on the lead, so I understand as well, and she's a bull cater. Have I got that right? Bull cater. You are on mute.
You did yourself now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, don't touch anything.
Bull.
Yeah, she's a bull keter.
Bull keter. Okay. All right, judges, go ahead and ask your questions of Skye. Alison, I'm going to come to you first this time.
What's a what? Yeah, absolutely nothing. I've just chaired a session on economic abuse, and now I'm asking dogs questions. This is the world.
Ask its predictions.
What football team does Skye support?
She's a newly found Leeds United supporter.
Oh, fair weather friend.
Well, we've only had her 2 months, so she's just an honorary member.
Right. Can she chase a ball?
Oh, can she chase balls? She is very fast at chasing balls.
Can she swim?
All right, Alison, don't hold the questions. You've asked 3 now. Robert, I'm going to come to you. Have you got a question for Scott?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't had her very long, but has she done anything embarrassing yet?
Yeah, she breaks wind and snores very loudly.
Oh, she's a dog after my own heart.
I mean, we live mostly with people like that, but that's interesting.
She works in tangent with my wife in the snoring compartment.
Oh, that's nice. Does your wife know that?
Yeah, I've just had a slap on the shoulder.
And Susmita, have you got a question for Skye?
Yeah, I'm conscious you've had lots, but I'm still going to ask one. How does she get on with other dogs? You've only had her 2 months.
She's exceptional. She's she takes an interest, but she doesn't. She's not nasty. She's just inquisitive.
Cool.
She's making friends with.
Yeah, she makes lots of friends in the parks with dogs.
Oh yeah.
They say she's a big dog.
How old is she?
She's 18 months.
Oh. Okay.
Can we have another look at her?
Yeah, it's hard to see her.
Yeah.
Great, speak, and then you come up.
Oh.
She's a fairly big stand-up dog.
There she is.
Just-
Oh,
Oh,
I really like her. I think
Yeah,
she's
she's
nice.
lovely.
She's got
Yeah.
a very nice temperament.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm tempted to ask her about the American elections and stuff, but I'm just going to move on. I don't think we've got time. So I'm gonna move on to Penny. Have you got Molly, who is a 17-year-old tortoise shell old lady? I thought you were just showing 4 different things: a 17-year-old, a tortoise, a shell, and an old lady. But apparently that's one thing. So Penny, have you got Molly there?
Yeah, because she's an old lady, she needs an afternoon nap, so she's curled up just here. I'll go and fetch her in a minute because I have bribes.
Okay.
Molly's going for your sympathy vote today. She's been shunted around quite a lot in her life and had to move several times to different homes, different owners. So she came to live with us on the 1st of July in the middle of lockdown, and her owner had sadly died. And through somebody at work who put a notice on our intranet site, they were looking for a home for Molly and her sister Tabitha, who sadly has since died. She turned out she had advanced cancer. So Molly, bless her, has had a bit of a sad life really, but we're thinking this is her forever home. Well, we're hoping so anyway. And she's settled in quite well. I'm going to see if she'll cooperate, because she is a cat. She won't pose like dogs do, but she really is very cute and very affectionate and
She looks
very
lovely.
set in her ways, and she's an absolute sweetie. Look, have
She
a
obviously
treat.
thinks we're all really stupid. Okay, judges, Susmita, have you got a question for Molly?
I was interested in her keyboard skills, actually.
Oh, on the
What she's been up
photograph, yes. Oh, she does like to play with the keyboard. Yep. She doesn't go for birds or balls or anything like normal
The
cats do.
keyboard.
She likes snuggling up to a keyboard and sitting in the garden and sunbathing. That's pretty much all she does.
Cool.
But she's an old lady, so she's allowed.
Has she got a sort of qualification in the keyboard? Have you put her to an external
Do you know,
verification? Or?
the only paperwork she came with was a certificate from 2004, which was nothing to do with typing, but it was from when she was previously rehomed. And at that point, her name was apparently Veronica. Which doesn't seem like a good name for a cat.
My mistake. When you said keyboard, I thought you meant like a Bontempi or something. So my mistake. Apologies.
Sadly not.
Alison.
well, I'm just thinking, as a sort of old lady who likes to sleep in the afternoon, I'm feeling, quite a lot of connection. Does she catch anything? So she's not a mouser?
No, she's not a mouse. I think those days are past her, actually. She struggles with the chew, to be honest. We have to break it up into small pieces for her. So she'd never cope with a mouse or a bird or anything like that.
Well, I've not caught a mouse since 2004 either. So I'm loving her. She's really cute, isn't she?
She
Thank
is.
you.
She's good at being bribed, isn't she, to pose on camera?
And me.
Oh,
So much in common.
She's lovely. And Alison, thank you for that, because Alison is our cat specialist. I mean, we're all animal specialists, but Alison's our cat specialist. And Robert, so is there anything in particular?
does she have any party tricks?
Party tricks. She's very good at displaying her tummy to the world, and a bit of a tart, really, I suppose, because she'll let anybody stroke her tummy. But that's about as exciting as life gets for her these days. She likes a quiet life, and what she got up to in the past, we really don't know. That'll forever remain a mystery.
Oh,
Okay, well, thank you very much.
she's lovely.
It's been very, very good to meet you. And we're going to move on now to Samantha. You're hedging your bets here with 2 pets called Lucy and Bridget. Lucy is a dog. And Bridget is a kitten, which we heard about before. Bridget has been busy killing frogs recently.
Yeah, killing frogs. She loves a mouse. But this is Lucy. Lucy's a
Oh, hi, Lucy.
And can you see her? She's black with a white flash down the front. she's had a bit of a rough start, puppy farm, so has got a congenital eye condition. She does have a party trick. She can actually fit through a 6x6 cat flap. Yes, she stands 14 inches high at her shoulder, but she can squeeze through the cat flap. She won't do any tricks. She'll do them once and then she'll tell you she's not a performing poodle. She's too cool for them, aren't you? And she's not very fond of men.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, it's a thing.
Yeah. Quite understandable, really, but yeah. So that's Lucy.
Okay. And just before I hand over to judges, I can see they're itching to jump in. Should we take Bridget as well? Because you're.
Well, Bridget's. Go on. Bridget's. I actually did something very naughty, but I rescued her off Gumtree, and I don't agree with pets on Gumtree.
But is she here?
She is. She's in the other room. Do you want me to go?
Okay, we're going to have to move things quite quickly.
Right.
So.
Oh no! Here we go. Here she is. That's Bridget. Oh, did you see her? She just ran away.
Well, I think we need some confirmation that Bridget actually exists. But
watch, I've just rung the bell, which means she should theoretically. Bridget.
Oh, judges, just while we're looking for Bridget, have you got any questions for Samantha about Lucy?
yes, I've got one.
Go
I want to know what is it she does to show her displeasure of the male species?
Oh, she gets very aggressive towards them.
Ooh.
She barks at them really loudly. But if they carry on walking towards her, she runs away and cowers in a corner. But not many will actually go that close to her because she sounds really scary.
Yeah, and I take it she's really nice to women.
Yeah, she loves women. What's this, Lucy? Yeah, see, giving her a bone. There we go, a rice bone.
Okay.
What's her favourite toy?
Her favourite toy? I suppose it's her tennis ball, which is here. Here's a tennis ball that she spends a lot of time with. Now, Bridget's now performed. I'm going to turn you around, and there she is.
Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah.
Now, normally, if I ring the bell 3 times, you see her straight away, but obviously she knew she was on camera, so she just wanted to be awkward.
Is that what happens in your house, Kate? You ring the bell 3 times when you want a dreamy? Is that?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't expect to have to ring it 3 times, but you know, it's quite excessive. But since you're here, Alison, and the cat specialist, have you got a question for Bridget?
So frogs, I don't like. I'll be honest. I have no time for a frog. Don't like them. She doesn't like them either.
No, I have a pond and I have no frogs left now.
They make a bit of a noise, don't they?
They do squeal, and some of them squeal more than others. Those that squeal loudly tend to get rescued and get taken to another pond. Those that haven't got a loud squeal, she tends to kill. But she did clear 80 mice out of my kitchen. And when pest control came, he said, could he rent her out, because he's never known a cat in a long time do what she does. Okay, there's a range of skills on offer here. Now, thank you for that, Samantha, and thank you for finally getting Bridget out. We're assured now that she exists. We're going to have to bring some discipline to the proceedings, judges. I'm looking to you. Because we are we're in danger of running away with ourselves and not actually scoring. So contestant number 7 is not with us, and that's my fault, because that's our director of operations dog, Stewie, and the director of operations have been so busy today that she's not been able to go home and get Stewie. So that's a shame. That's Stewie out. So we're on to contestant number 8. Gabby, it's time for Lily. When you're ready.
I think Gabby stepped away from her chair just now.
I think she has. I think we'll come back.
On mute.
I think we'll come back
to
her.
She is. Here she is.
Okay.
Needed to
Okay,
touch your cat.
Judges, beware of my need for speed. Right, Gabby, hiya. Hi, Lily.
No. No, she's
Right.
not.
Snow White Furball who talks, and the animal rescue said she's a British long hair. Well, isn't she just? With a bit of Turkish Angora, so says you. Judges, questions. Alison.
What does she like eating?
Creamies. And grilled chicken, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, really.
So
And
very,
does
very
she-
particular.
Yeah.
Does she do any tricks?
No. She's absolutely useless.
She's very beautiful though.
Yeah.
She is. She's pretty, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
Go and eat the breathing
That's
drink.
her trick.
Alison, have you got a cat question?
Is she continent?
What?
It's what you want in a cat. Has she moved beyond the litter tray, or you know?
No, with the
She mainly does her business outside. I don't know where, and I don't want to know, to be fair. So yeah,
That's good. That's excellent. It's what we want in a cat.
great cat.
Can I give you a word of advice? Never let your cat pee all over a beanbag, because it'll never ever recover. Just leave that with you.
I will
right?
take that as my new life motto, Alison. Thank you.
Kate, as our chief judge, I don't know if you spotted in the chat, we've got a question for a late entry. And as you're the judge, you will decide. Or
I will decide when we get to the end if we have any time. And
So
Susmita,
hang
it's
on,
your
Helen.
job to
Oh, it's
remind
Helen White. We love her.
Yeah. Hey, it's the judge's job to remind me, but we need to move on then. And
Okay.
we're going to move to Andy. You're also hedging your bets with Jack and Pablo. Jack is a Jack Russell. And we see what you did there, by the way. And Pablo is a Jack Chi Cross.
Okay, bear with me. I'll see if I
Okay.
can get the bugger.
Bit like when you're at the supermarket, contestants, if you could have your money ready for when it's your turn, that would really ease my stress.
With your pet.
Bulging vein in my eye, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah, the
Okay.
other bit, as Alison was saying, don't let a cat get into your car either. But that's another story.
Good
Hello.
advice there, Robert. Good advice. Right, Andy, come on. Let's have a look at Jack and Pablo.
Jack's gone for a stroll.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
That's Pablo, isn't it?
Pablo's there.
Hi,
Actually,
Pablo.
they were sat on my lap from 5:10, but they gave up at about 5:30. So
So
you're
did
being
we,
cool
love.
again,
So did
yeah.
we.
Hi,
Yes,
Pablo.
look at that.
Voting
Isn't he a
te-
perfect little
Oh.
creature?
That's nice. Thanks for showing us the hindquarters. That's proper dog showing. Proper dog
He
showing.
he was offering it for a sniff, really.
Yeah, well, okay, we'll take that. But Susmita, I'm coming to you first.
Yeah, most embarrassing moment. Please. The dog, not you.
Sorry, what was that?
What's his most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing moment. He doesn't do anything embarrassing. He's just far too cool.
Okay.
But he doesn't really like the rain. I mean, I opened the back door the other morning for him to go out for his morning business. He took one look at the rain and came back in and pooed on the doormat. So I think that's
It's hardly embarrassing, though,
well.
is it? That's dirty crazy.
Disgusting, but yeah.
just get Jack.
Okay.
I was going to ask about bad habits, but I think we've just had the answer to that one.
Yeah.
Is that also his favourite trick as well, Andy?
Cute.
And Jack is the most concerned animal in the world, I think.
He looks it.
Yeah.
I like Jack.
He looks it.
He's concerned at the moment because he's just seen another senior civil servant resign, and he's very concerned about a no-deal Brexit at the moment.
Okay, now you're on my level. You're on my level there. I'm just okay. That's good. I know all I need to know now. Alison, have you got any final questions?
I'm fine.
Yeah, that was that was helpful. Okay, thank you very much, Jack and Pablo. They're both in. It was a close call with Jack, but he's there. So Janet, have you got Sprite?
I've got to peel off now.
I have, but I'll have to
Okay, thanks, Robert.
I'll switch my camera around so you can see her. Because she got fed up of sitting on my knee. Stay there.
Okay, so Sprite is
she's not impressed today because she's been for a checkup at the vet's, so she's fell out with me.
Oh,
There she
okay.
is.
She's lovely, and you found her tied to a lamppost as a kitten.
Yeah, on bonfire night.
Poor thing. Well, yeah. She's here with us now, and we're very grateful. And Alison, have you got a cat question?
Well, she's just gorgeous, isn't she? How's she coped? She's obviously had lots of trauma in her life. How's she coped with it all? Is she shy?
She's absolutely adorable. And I live in a gated place with 25 bungalows, and she thinks she owns them all.
Brilliant.
She goes round them all. And she's dead friendly. Anyone that comes in, she always goes and greets them.
Brilliant.
And
does she treat you? She treats you as a member of staff, then?
Yeah. And anyone who sits on my settee is her property. She sits on them.
Yeah. Top cat behaviour.
Yeah. She thinks she's the boss.
How about you, Susmita? Would you be willing to swap your dog for a cat?
No.
She thinks she's a dog. She follows me everywhere.
I was just going to ask you, how does she get on with other animals?
They're all right as long as they stay outside. If they come in my house, she doesn't like them, but she just follows me around and just ignores everybody else.
She's absolutely lovely. Well, thank you for introducing her to us, and we are going to move on now. John, have you got Nora there, who's a Rottweiler Welsh Border Collie? Oh, isn't she?
Yeah, we are here.
Hello.
All right.
Well, nice to see you. Not only Nora is a great dog, but she plays her part as a housing professional, doesn't she?
She certainly does. We run animal health checks on our estates with a charity, and Nora always comes along to say hello to the tenants and to their pets. And she also comes into work, goes around checking everyone's welfare. She's a great dog.
Oh, she looks very comfortable there. That's a good arrangement of cushions she's got you to put on there.
Yeah,
dog question. You can ask Nora directly, I think. I think she would talk to you.
She looks lovely, actually. What does she like doing? What is a treat for Nora?
A treat is running after a ball. She does a great thing of catching balls mid-air. She likes walking. She's great for that. Walks miles and miles, don't you? And what she likes is meeting people. She's a great people dog.
Sorry, I missed it. How old is she?
She's 5.5.
That's superb. And Alison, question?
I was just wondering if you put her through her CIH level 3 qualification yet.
Yeah, she struggles with the academic side, to be honest.
Yeah, quite a lot of people do. She's absolutely gorgeous. Is she good with children?
She's excellent, especially with babies. Some crawl all over her. So, a really, really good dog.
I like the fact that her cushion matches her muzzle. I'm expecting similar behaviour from Alex when we see her. I'm thinking there'll be some colour coordination coming on later from Mark Lawrence, but I like that bit. That's good.
Thank you, John, and thank you, Nora. And I like Nora's Zoom etiquette as well. She's looking right into the camera. She has eyes open, which is great. So thank you, John and Nora. We're going to move on to Dave with Alfie, who is a delightful, your word, I'm yet to be convinced, Ruby Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Dave, you got Alfie?
Not here.
No.
It says here that sometimes Alfie likes to walk for his personal needs. I think Alfie has some personal needs at the moment. So he's a strikeout. This is getting really exciting now. If you can hold that tension for just a little longer. Lisa, we're going to come to you for Rio and Mamba. Rio is a cross between a Rottweiler and a Japanese Akita, which I thought was a tree, but it's not. And Mamba is a miniature French bulldog. Lisa.
Mamba's had to go home early today, I'm afraid. Rio,
okay, so Mamba's a strikeout, but Rio with us.
Rio is here.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Say
Oh,
hello.
look
Rio.
at that smile.
Sit down.
Wow.
Oh.
That is amazing. Oh, look at those eyes. Alison, I want to go straight to you for some reason, but do you have a question for Rio?
No, he's good. He has a gentle manner. Is that how does that manifest itself?
He is so placid. I've got a 2-year-old grandson that will crawl all over him, and he just lies there. And my other 2 grandchildren of 5 and 6 will sit in his bed with him and read him stories and sing him songs. And when he's had enough, he just gets up and walks over to the other side of the room. So,
is he a rescue dog?
No, well, he was on a farm and my son sort of went to get him, but we had a choice of 2 and I like the look of his eyes.
They are good eyes.
Rio's got a beautiful sort of outlook on life, I think.
He's lovely. He's absolutely lovely. And Susmita?
Yeah, I was going to ask what tricks he does. Does he do any with the kids?
He doesn't really. His best trick is trying to avoid them when he's annoying them too much. They're annoying him too much. And, you know, he's just so... He likes getting in and out of the pool when we've got it up.
He's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you very much for introducing him to us. And sorry that Mamba couldn't join us, but it's lovely to meet Rio.
Thank you.
Right, we're moving on to Alexandra Gibson with Macy, who is an F1B cockapoo. Cockapoo cross, poodle cross. I'm only reading what I've been given.
Yeah, so F1B is sort of, well, it's a cockapoo / poodle mix. So it's not quite a spaniel and poodle, it's cockapoo and poodle. So that's why she's so cute.
And that's the white one. That's
yes, this is her.
You've got Mark there in the background as well. That's the.
I'm not an F1B cockapoo.
No, you're not being shown today. It's the dog. Yeah.
Not today. Yeah, no, I think mine's tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Well, this is really rather remarkable. Wow. Okay. So Macy, over to the head judges. Head judges. I'm the head judge. I'm very tired. Susmita, the floor is all yours.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, what tricks does she do? Any or is it she? Yeah, she. What tricks does she do?
She does all of the basic tricks, pull, stay, all of that. She does like to dance Luther Vandross on a Saturday night with Mark when the music's playing.
Is that rumba? Because I would imagine that's quite slow, isn't it? Is it a slow rumba or?
It's what song is it? Dance with my Macy again. So it's a little slow dance that she likes to do on a Saturday night.
Sorry to jump on that, but I needed to know.
She's very clever. Yeah, she does she's really easily trained, to be fair.
Yeah, cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thanks. That's quite an insight into the household on a Saturday night, which I think we're all pleased with. Alison, it's all yours.
She was. I noticed on Twitter she's been a bit poorly recently. Is she better?
Oh yeah, she's all good now. That was, I mean, I know that the year seems to have like flown into one. But yeah, no, she's all good now. She just basically decided that she wanted to drink half of the sea, which is not ideal for anyone really, especially not a dog. So yeah, she had to be on a drip for a while to.
She had a bad case of water poison, so it's a thing, believe it or not. But yeah, she's all good.
And how's she managed to adapt to having you two working at home?
She's now just like a limpet.
She's absolutely lovely. She's really beautiful. And we're glad she's better. And thank you for introducing her to us. Now, that is the end of my list. And there was a late entrant that was pleading to get in, wasn't there?
That was Helen White.
There's two.
Right, come on, man.
Get on with it. Otherwise, we're never going to get this scored. Come on.
So one was Helen White. And
Come
who
on,
was the
Helen
other?
White.
Where's she gone?
I put you. You're muted, Helen.
Where's your pet?
Sorry, yeah, how do I do it so you can see me?
I can see you.
Oh, you can see me, right? Hang on, I'll go and get the cat. Hang on.
Right, Alison and Susmita, when this is finished, I'm going to come to you for a 1 to 5 for each animal. I'm going to read them out again. We're going to count up, and then I'm going to have the casting vote. Okay. Right.
Right, like Harry to say, the cat has vanished.
Okay, so you've come as a late entrant, and now you have no cat. It's lovely to meet you. Great nails.
I do have the cat. I promise I'm not just making it up. It's not like a phantom cat. He was here a minute ago, but he's very sweet. He's a ginger called Donald.
Okay, well look, we've all been there. We've all been there, but it wasn't to be your night. Have a gin or something. I don't know.
Shame.
Have we got another entrant? The last one.
Was it Katie Horrigan, I think?
Katie Horrigan, have you got an animal? No?
I'm
Sarah Palin's watching. Where's your dog? He's gorgeous.
I bet Sarah Paling's watching. Hiya.
She was.
Right. Susmita, Alison, focus. Out of 5. And I'm going to try and do some adding up. The tension really is building here. For goodness sake.
Stop writing after a while.
Bronwyn and Ruth. Bronwyn's the model.
4.
Okay, thank you very much. And Susmita.
Oh, sorry, I've got to check my marks.
This is just what I need. Keep it moving, dear.
I had 3.
3. Okie doke, thank you very much. That's a 7 for Bronwyn. You noticed I'm not scoring. I've been burned before the police had to be called. Did I tell you that? Right. Contestant number 2 didn't turn up. No husky dogs there. No Meg and Sprout. Craig and Sky. The bull Keita.
I had 3.5.
3.5. Thank you very much, Alison and Susmita.
I'm going to use mine.
Yeah. Do that. 6.5. Okay, fantastic. Look, this is all getting very exciting. Don't just switch off if you think you've lost, because that's not the spirit of it. This is trust. Penny with Molly, the 17-year-old, and a tortoise and a shell and an old lady. The lovely cat.
I gave her 4.5 because she sounded very much like me.
4. Yeah. Okay, that's valid. Thank you. Thank you for your speed.
Seen it?
4.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever you've just written, Gabby, in the chat room, I can't read it. I'm too busy. So one of the judges can read it out to me. If it's a complaint, it's just too late. Right.
Yeah.
Samantha with Lucy and Bridget. We're going to score separately. So first of all, Lucy, the dog, who was rescued from a puppy farm.
4.
Thank you very much. And Susmita.
A massive 5 for me.
Yeah. Oh, hey. If you had a golden buzzer, I sense that you'd use it. What about Bridget, the kitten? Took a little long time to come out, but she did in the end.
She gets 4 for chasing frogs because I ate frogs.
Yeah,
that's terrified of them.
Also valid. Okay.
And also a 5 for me as well.
A 5? What are you doing? You've gone mad. Okay. Right. Next up, we had. I hope people are sticking with this. I'm really excited still. Next up, we had Gabby with Lily.
It's a 3. It's a 3. I was going to give an extra point because I love Gabby, but I can't bring myself to do it. So 3.
3. Okie doke. And Susmita?
Oh, just because she was so beautiful.
5. You've used that 5 in 3 consecutive times. Just
It's
saying.
all right.
Have you only done one number? Right, where am I? Okay, I'm with Andy, and we're going to score separately for Jack. Remember Jack, and then Pablo. Jack came on last. He was the concerned animal about the economy and stuff.
A 3.5 and then 4.
3.5 for Jack?
Yeah. 4
okay.
for...
4 for Pablo. Thank you. And Susmita?
All right, so it was a 3 for Jack.
3 for Jack. I can see your cat, Helen. I can see it. I'm very busy. I'm very busy.
4.
Would you?
Pablo.
Pablo for 4.
Yeah.
So Pablo has 8, okay, and Jack 6.5. Right, okay. So we're going now to Janet with Sprite, who is the kid. I can hear that cat. I can hear it.
I just wanted to prove that he did exist.
He's lovely, isn't
I'm
he?
not
He's lovely. He's very late, but he's lovely.
Late. Disqualified, but thank you.
Alison, what have you got for Sprite?
I like Sprite, and I've gone 4.5 for Sprite.
That's okay. That's great. And Susmita?
I've gone for 4.
You've gone for 4. Okay, that's cool. And then we are moving to John with Nora. Oh, lovely Nora and the mustard cushions. Yeah. Go on then, Susmita. I can see you. Oh, you're itching.
I would have done a 5+ actually, but there you go.
Yeah. And Alison, what have you got for Nora?
I've got a 4 for Nora. Yeah, 4 for Nora. I like the look of Nora.
Okay, I could just see the bit of that message there, Payne. It says, "Does anyone get an idea this is going to run over?" I don't know what the punishment is if we do, but I'm trying really hard. We've got Lisa and Rio next. Remember we couldn't see Mamba, but Rio was the cute Rottweiler Japanese Akita cross.
3.5.
3.5. Thank you, Alison. That was well considered. And Susmita?
3.
3. Okay. Thank you very much. Look, don't take this personally, people. This is how I wish I'd written the names of the animals alongside. Just someone called the police. Okay. And Alex and Macy loves Luther Vandross. And everything's going really well. Alison, what have you got for Macy?
I've got a 4 for Macy.
4. Okay. Yeah, and go on.
So 5.
5. Are you using that 5 again? Okay. Yes. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. And then we had Helen's cat, and that's very lovely, but it's just not going to be judged because we're at 6 o'clock. So the scores are, Bronwyn has 7, Skye has 6.5, Molly has 8.5, Lucy has 9, Bridget has 9, Macy has 9. You can see where we're going with this, can't you? Lily has 8, Jack 6.5, Pablo 8, Sprite 8.5, Nora 9, and Rio 6.5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 winners, Lucy, Bridget, Nora and Macy. We have to narrow that down to 1, unless the CIH are going to come up with some more prizes. So this is where the head judge says, can you make them all dance? And we'll see how they do on the floor. Or voting intention. Or I could just say the winner is... All your animals are lovely. I love every single one of the animals that I've seen today, and I would easily take them all home, but the council would close me down. We are going to go for Nora. That's it. That's it. 6 o'clock. Done. On the nose.
Well done.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, fellow judges. Thank you, participants. Thank you, animals. You're the best. And see you for Bake Off, those of you that have got the energy tomorrow.
Do it all again.